Hello, back again on the Top Recap channel. This time I will tell a movie's entitled Zero Dark 30. Let's get straight into the storyline. On September 11th, 2001, the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in the United States were attacked. Exactly 2 years after this tragedy, in 2003, a new story begins to unfold. The U.S. had a bauxite site in a remote location, one that no one knew much about. There, a man named Hammer, originally from Pakistan, was being held captive. He had been arrested in Karachi, accused of having ties to Osama bin Laden. Authorities discovered that some of Hammer's associates had transferred $5,000 to the terrorist responsible for the 9/11 attacks. Facing Hammer were 2 CIA agents, Tan and Maya. Maya had been given a crucial mission to locate and capture Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda. Her task was clear: find out where he was hiding by any means necessary. Tan interrogated Hammer, but Hammer remained silent. Eventually, Tan showed him a photo and told him they knew he had a copy of it. He warned that the man in the photo was planning something dangerous in Saudi Arabia. They demanded Hammer's email ID, but when he refused, he was subjected to torture.
The emails of the rest of the Saudi group. I don't know!
Later, the scene shifts to Islamabad, Pakistan, where Maya is assigned to the U.S. Embassy, her new workplace. There, she meets her new colleagues. In 2004, news breaks of a terrorist attack by South Indian mujahideen at a hotel, killing numerous innocent civilians.
Targeted attack against Westerners and foreigners. When you look at the breakup of...
Watching this on TV, Maya feels responsible. She had intel suggesting something was coming, but couldn't extract the needed information from Hammer in time. In frustration, she remarks, "We didn't know the attack had already happened. Why didn't we keep the interrogation going longer?" Until his mind broke. Eventually, the CIA informs Hammer that they had indeed captured several terrorists using information he had reluctantly shared. Maya confronts him, and he accuses her, saying, "Because of you, we killed innocent people. We prevented the attack meant for you." The man hadn't slept in 72 hours and wasn't mentally stable, but he finally gave them 2 names Maya already knew, and a new one, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. Hammer revealed that Abu Ahmed was a computer expert and had once read a letter from Osama bin Laden aloud in Karachi, in which bin Laden called for continued jihad.
I did see him once, about a year ago in Karachi.
Suspicious, Maya reviewed all known 9/11 terrorist footage and found that they all seemed to know Abu Ahmed. She became convinced that if she could locate Abu Ahmed, he would lead them to Osama bin Laden. However, when she presented her findings to her superiors, they dismissed her claims and demanded stronger evidence. In July 2005, a bomb exploded on a London bus, another attack linked to Osama bin Laden. A man in Pakistani custody was mentioned, someone who would disappear and reappear as needed. Maya continued her pursuit and captured another suspect named Swaraj, but he refused to speak about Abu Ahmed, claiming he'd never met him.
You cannot force me to tell you something I don't know.
Maya's frustration grew. Her colleague tried to console her, urging her to return to Washington, but she refused. Abu Ahmed isn't in Washington, she said. He's here in Pakistan. By 2008, Maya met her friend Jessica at the Marriott Hotel in Islamabad. Jessica said that Swaraj never admitted to knowing Abu Ahmed, but Maya remained suspicious. She was convinced that Abu Ahmed was the key to finding bin Laden. Shortly after, the hotel was bombed, but both Maya and Jessica survived. Later, Jessica informed Maya about a doctor who treated Al-Qaeda members and was willing to share information, but not in Pakistan. Jessica traveled to a U.S. base in Afghanistan to meet the informant. Tragically, the man was a suicide bomber. He detonated himself, killing Jessica and several soldiers. Maya was devastated. Soon after, she received more bad news. Her team believed Abu Ahmed was dead, supposedly buried in Afghanistan in 2001. Maya was disheartened, but the breakthrough came when a woman visited her, revealing that after September 11th, one of the names on a suspect list was Ibrahim Sayed Kabi, arrested in Afghanistan with a fake passport under the name Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. Maya found old photos of Abu Ahmed, real name Ibrahim Syed Ahmed. He had 8 brothers, all resembling each other. She called her former partner Tan, now in a senior position in Virginia, and explained her suspicion. The man who died in 2001 may have been one of Ibrahim's brothers. Tan discovered that in December 2001, a man named Safi Amar claimed to be with Abu Ahmed in the Tora Bora Mountains. When asked what she needed, Maya replied, "I want his number, at any cost." Tan met with an informant, nicknamed the Kuwaiti Print, whom he had known for years. To gain his cooperation, he took him to a Lamborghini showroom and bought him a luxury car. In return, the informant gave Tan a slip of paper with the name, Ibrahim Syed, and promised to get his phone number. From here, the CIA began tracking his calls, a critical step that would eventually lead them to Osama bin Laden. Although his phone was usually switched off, on one occasion when it was briefly turned on, they discovered that he was in Rawalpindi, Pakistan. He had made a call while traveling on the road. Meanwhile, on May 1, 2010, a car bomb plot was foiled in Times Square, New York City. Had the bomb exploded, it would have resulted in mass casualties. Back in Pakistan, Maya went to the authorities requesting surveillance operations in Rawalpindi and Peshawar, believing her target was there. However, her superiors denied her request, arguing, "You're chasing a man we don't even know is alive." Frustrated, Maya replied that she would return, but only so they'd have to answer for why she had to come back. She demanded to be heard. Determined, about 1/3 of her team began scouring areas in Rawalpindi and Peshawar, focusing on locations where Ibrahim Syed, aka Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, had briefly activated his phone. However, the phone was rarely on, and the area was densely populated. After days of surveillance with no success, one day the tracking device suddenly picked up a strong signal, a sign that Abu Ahmed's phone was nearby. At that moment, a car passed by, and agents spotted Ibrahim Syed inside it. They quickly snapped a photo and noted down the car's number. It was a breakthrough. After years of chasing shadows, they had real evidence. Maya was thrilled. However, soon after this success, Maya's car was attacked in Pakistan. Bullets were fired, but she survived thanks to the bulletproof vehicle. Meanwhile, the CIA's local contacts began tailing the vehicle and were able to identify the compound where Ibrahim Syed. A CIA team then created a 3D model of the house for a briefing. They described the compound: 10-foot-high walls, closed windows, and tall walls on the rooftop, making it nearly impossible to observe from outside. The house was located right next to the Pakistani military academy, making the area seem safe and secure. The CIA director then ordered, "I want to know everything about this house. Who lives there? How many people? And their routines." Surveillance on the house intensified. Maya, however, believed Osama bin Laden was inside and pushed for a strike, but she was repeatedly denied. Each day, she marked the date on her boss's whiteboard to track how long they had waited. Still, no permission came. Eventually, Maya's superior reported, "There are 3 adult males in the house. We see them regularly, but there's one man we never see. He only occasionally steps out onto the rooftop, where 7-foot walls and thick trees block any clear view. He's careful not to be seen." Classic behavior of someone trying to avoid surveillance. Additionally, 7 children lived in the house. Some analysts still doubted bin Laden was there. It could just be a drug dealer, they said. Others speculated Ibrahim might be one of bin Laden's brothers or another al-Qaeda member, but not bin Laden himself. More time passed. Another update revealed that the house had no internet or telephone lines. No incoming calls, no way to trace communication. If he's retired, where's his swimming pool? He supposedly likes dogs, but we've never seen one. Agents also reported that the residents burned their garbage inside the compound to avoid leaving any trace. A fake vaccination program had even been launched to collect DNA samples, but the family refused to participate. Still, the president's national security advisor remained unconvinced. "We need solid proof," he said, ending the meeting. Desperate, confronted him directly. "Whether it's today or tomorrow, you'll realize Osama bin Laden was in that house. But by then, it'll be too late for peace of mind." Following this, the advisor agreed to take action. The CIA began preparations. At Area 51, the lead SEAL team, 6 commandos were briefed. They were to use stealth helicopters that could avoid radar detection. The plan, to strike the compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, where bin Laden was believed to be hiding. In a final mission briefing, even the most senior officers couldn't agree on certainty. Some estimated 40%, others 60%. But when asked directly, Maya said, "I'm 100% sure Osama bin Laden is in that house." With that confidence, the mission was greenlit. 2 stealth helicopters carrying SEAL Team 6 crossed from Afghanistan into Pakistan. As they approached the compound, one of the helicopters crashed, but no one was killed.
Prince 5-1 is down. Prince 5-1 is down.
The team quickly blew up the wreckage to prevent the technology from being discovered and moved toward the compound. Gunfire erupted. SEALs returned fire and advanced. After blowing open the main door, they found Ibrahim Syed, Abu Ahmed, dead. There were also multiple children in the house. The team pushed upstairs. Behind a heavily fortified door, they found another man, also killed. The second floor was full of computers, documents, and hard drives, revealing the house was a command center for global terror operations. Soon, villagers began gathering outside, alarmed by the explosions. The SEALs warned, "If anyone advances, we'll shoot." On the 3rd floor, where it was pitch dark, the SEALs advanced cautiously. One called out softly, "Osama." There was movement. A SEAL fired. As they entered the room, they saw a man lying on the ground. More shots were fired to be sure. They flashed a light on the face. It was Osama bin Laden. The SEAL radioed HQ. "Jackpot. Osama bin Laden is dead." As they collected his body, they were warned that the Pakistan Air Force was mobilizing. The team quickly gathered all intel, loaded bin Laden's body into the helicopter, and evacuated. Before leaving, they destroyed the crashed helicopter to prevent sensitive U.S. technology from being recovered. The team flew to Jalalabad, Afghanistan, where Maya was waiting. Bin Laden's identity was confirmed. Maya sat silently. Tears filled her eyes. This was the mission she had dedicated 12 years of her life to.